Right, here we go for the feature race of the day. This is the 3-year-old turf marathon over 2 miles on firm going. It's due off in about 7 minutes time, so we've got a little bit of time to have a look at the contenders. Now, there are quite a few contenders in here. This is really a very high class race. Some real high class stayers on show here. Now we've got two from Big Boy Steve, Golden Shark and Golden Destroyer. Now, Golden Shark, he's got some quite good form in the book. He won over 2 miles soft last time from Vincent van Gogh, who was 3 lengths behind, but he was really tired at the finish, and I'm not sure this soft firm ground is going to suit him. Golden Destroyer is high up in the rankings, but he doesn't really stay this trip, and as a penalty. Now, when we get to Close on Cognac, he has 2 runners in here. Eurofighter Typhoon. He's been campaigned with this final in mind, same as most of Close Sutton's contenders are. Now, previously I would have put him down as the favourite, certainly ahead of Vincent van Gogh, but according to the trainer, Vincent van Gogh has improved from out of all recognition now, and he's the one to beat. So I'll have to bow to the trainer's judgment on that. Now, Bald KDS. Now he's proven himself over 2 miles firm, and even though that was a graduation race, he needs to be considered. He can't be overlooked. He's proven on 2 mile, and he's proven on firm going. Now, he was third behind Bo Iman in England over 2 miles soft, and he hasn't been running with the tongue tie, which he normally has. He's also been gelded since his last run, and if he's improved, I mean, this could be a real life contender. You have to watch the run of Bald in this. He could be the dark horse, but it's a big race. It's going to take a lot of winning, a hell of a lot of winning. Now, another big contender is Power Heart from Stardom Stable. He's only had 2 runs, just like Close Sutton's runners, and he's acquitted himself well in both. He hasn't tackled this trip, but there's every chance he's going to stay. He might be sort of bottoming out at the end, but he'll stay well enough to do some damage. I mean, he's won over 1 3/4 miles on firm as a juvenile, and that was in a very quick time. He's improved, significantly since his early season form, and he's got to be a big player in this. Bowes Warriors has a runner, Bo Iman in England. He has winning form over 2 miles soft, and has beaten several of these rivals on that occasion. He didn't run too well over 1 3/4 firm, but that wasn't a true measure of his ability. I'll disregard that. So he's one to keep an eye on as well. Also, Lock Caroline, Eddie 6962. Just behind Golden Shark and Flick the Bean last time out. He has won over the trip and going, even though that was a graduation. But I just don't know if he's really got what it takes to lower the colours of these really top stayers. Arctic Courage, Black Cat Racing's representative, doesn't look up to this. Is a bit surprising, really. Jim normally has some good stairs, but apparently not in this one. It's Going Rome, I believe, is a non-runner. So this was a big race, a very interesting race. It looks to lie. It looks to be quite open. Stardom Stables Power Heart is a big player. Close Sutton has 2 major players in this. Eurofighter Typhoon and Vincent van Gogh. Bo Iman in England, it looks a big player, as does Bald. Those are, I reckon, will be the top 5 finishers, but I have no clue what order they're going to finish in. I really couldn't say. So, not long now. We're just a couple of minutes away from the off time. This is going to be a really interesting race. It's high quality, classy stayers on view. Certain these horses will certainly be contesting finals for several seasons to come, I would imagine. There's some top horses in here. Where's my money going? I keep it in my pocket. There's too many options in here. I wouldn't bet on this race. If I had to put something down, maybe Bald Each Way would be my selection. Yeah, looks a good race. It's definitely the highlight of the of today's racing, of the 3-year-old campaign, no doubt about that. In some interesting performances, put it that way. Some surprising winners, some surprising losers, and some surprising places. Interesting day's racing. So after this is one race to come. That's the 3-year-old Champions Cup Marathon over a mile and a half fast, and we'll have a little look at that afterwards. But it's almost time for this race. It should be due off in a minute or two. Right, we're ready to go. Favourite is Bo Imani in England, ahead of Eurofighter Typhoon. Next is Vincent van Gogh, 6-1. Then we've got Power Arch, 7-1, 5 Dimes, Flick the Beam, and Bald, all at 8-1. So it does look a very open and competitive race. We'll see how it goes. So, under orders, and they're away. Very level break. Number 9 takes the early lead. That is Arctic Courage from Black Cat Racing. Behind him is Eurofighter Typhoon and Vincent van Gogh, the two close starting runners, along with Bo Imani in England and Power Arch, all the big guns up front there. Golden Destroyer's in there, along with Golden Shark. Field quite well bunched, no real pace on up front. Arctic Courage has been allowed an easy lead, 3-4 lengths ahead of Eurofighter Typhoon and Bo Imani in England, Vincent van Gogh and Power Arch. All the big players just cruising behind the leader, just waiting for the right time to make their move. So, as they swing along, it is Arctic Courage still good. 8 to 10 lengths clear of the field. They're all giving him an easy lead. No one's making any effort to close the gap at this point. We're only just approaching the halfway stage. Second place is Eurofighter Typhoon ahead of Bo Imani in England and Vincent van Gogh. Power Arch is there along with Golden Shark and Golden Destroyer, the two big boy Steve runners trying to get into contention. Still a massive gap, and this gap is growing. If anything, it's about 15 to 20 lengths clear now is Arctic Courage. Could be a big upset on the cards here at the moment. Arctic Courage well clear in front from Eurofighter Typhoon. and Bowie Mine in England, also Vincent van Gogh. Not much change in the order behind, they're all biding their time, but as the race gets serious now, Eurofighter Typhoon starts to close the gap. He's closing and moving smoothly. The others are all behind, all poised to challenge us. Eurofighter Typhoon from stablemate Vincent van Gogh and Bowie Marnie in England ahead of Power Arch, and racing up towards the line. It's going to be close. It looks very tight between Bowie Marnie England and Vincent van Gogh, and it is Bowie Marnie in England by the looks of it who got the verdict there, ahead of Vincent van Gogh and Power Arch, with Eurofighter Typhoon fading, running out of stamina right at the end there. Yeah, interesting race. Bowie Marnie in England. Not a major surprise. He was very well fancied, to be honest. It's not a major surprise that he's won that. Yeah, he was one of the favourites, and no real surprise that he won and came out on top there. Vincent van Gogh ran on well, takes second, just ahead of Power Arch. A Eurofighter Typhoon, it took it up inside the final furlong, and to be honest, he looked the winner, but he just ran out of stamina. He just ran out of stamina right close home. That was his undoing. Bald, my each-way selection, just missed out in 5th place there. Flick the Bean 6th, ahead of Lock Caroline in 7th. Golden Shark 8th. 5 Dimes 9th. Arctic Courage made all the running 10th, and Golden Destroyer under his penalty 11th. So a very good race as predicted. All the Power 5 were thereabouts. They were all there. Bowie Marnie in England, Vincent van Gogh, Power Arch, Eurofighter Typhoon. They were the big guns. Bald as well. 5th. They were the big top 5, and they finished in the top 5.